All right, getting to go to Arizona, another division opponent. Somebody that we obviously we see twice a year, so we have a pretty good feel about them. Really a solid defense. Obviously, pressure package is something that we have to make sure that we're always prepared for. We've had good games in the past. Against this defense, that doesn't guarantee us anything. Obviously, we have to go out and execute each and every week, and we'll put a good plan together and be ready for this game.
What has really worked well for you guys down there in the last 3 years in particular?
Well, I think our guys just really go execute the game plan pretty well. And I think that's the thing to point to. Really, we obviously there's little wrinkles. You have to change it up as many times as you play a team. So you're always looking for for new little wrinkles just to keep it fresh and make sure that you're not being predictable. And so with that it puts a lot of onus on the guys to be on their stuff, to make sure that they know their assignments, that they're ready to make the adjustments with the different defenses that could come up. And I think they've handled that pretty well.
When you're calling plays, can you describe to us the tightrope you walk between? You need to run the ball, want to run the ball, it's your identity, versus do what works, which right now is throwing?
Yeah, it's something really that, you're thinking about it each and every play. I'm always trying to be a play or two ahead, and I'm anticipating what I'm going to get out of certain plays, and I kind of have little plays in my back pocket where if things don't go well, that I can get to those and kind of get back to the normal sticks. Our philosophy obviously is that we want to run the ball. I always talk to Tom about it. It always helps if I'm just getting one or two, then it's easy for me to continue to run it. It's if we have zeros or minus yardage plays, that's when it gets harder. And for the most part, we've done a good job of that. If I'm 2nd and 8, then I know I can still get it to probably a 3rd and 6 at least if I run it again. And it's just trying to make sure that I create that balance between us being able to stay physical and and stay with our mentality, but still making sure that we're explosive enough and that we get first downs. Because it doesn't help me just to run, don't convert on a 3rd down, and then we're sitting on the sideline. So I take all that into consideration, and just trying to make sure that we get first downs. Then that brings up the 3rd down stuff. We have to convert on 3rd downs, and we have to continue to improve there. We've kind of been hit and miss, and we've done some good things, and we've had games that haven't been as good, and so that's something that we're continuing to work on.
How much do you have to adapt with Luke being out for a stretch here?
Well, we're fortunate, that Nick's just coming back and kind of becoming a full, healthy Nick Vannett, and so we're excited about him and his opportunity. So it really is the next man up. There's nothing that we can do. We're excited with the news about Luke, and we call him Wolverine because he's had some pretty bad injuries that seem like he's going to be out for a long time, and in 1 week he's back. So we're excited that that's the same kind of news. We'll miss him, but it gives Nick an opportunity and Brandon an opportunity as well, and of course Jimmy will be in there.
What have you guys seen that in Nick, both before the injury and since he's come back to start practicing?
Yeah, we've really liked what we've seen. He catches the ball well. We're excited about him as a pass catcher, but we really picked him and thought of him being a complete tight end, being able to handle the Y position, which is really important for us in the blocking schemes in terms of the run game. Also in terms of protection, we asked the Y to do a lot, but he's versatile enough to be able to handle really the Y, and if he needed to get moved over to the U, that he could do that as well. So like that versatility and like what we've seen athletically from him.
Bruce Arians this morning mentioned in a couple of the games you guys have had at Arizona, he thinks his defense has actually gotten some communication stuff off because of the crowd noise there. Are there times when you as an offense can take advantage of crowd noise on the road, or is that just a really unique scenario he's putting in?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I would probably go the other way. It's a tough place to play. As our place for opposing offenses when they come in there, we have to be on our stuff. And sometimes what you do is you simplify a little, some things to make sure that you're not having too much communication. And there's things to do to make sure that we take care of it, not to tell you all the strategy behind it. But it's important for us to handle it and make sure that we're not hurting ourselves. And I think for the most part, when we've gone on the road, we've done that.
Do you feel like it's hard to assess the running game at all, given just Russell sort of not being his normal running for a lot of the time and all of that, or do you have an assessment of where you feel like that is right now? Or?
Yeah, Bob. It's a different. It's a different run game that we're using right now. And it's still part of us. It's still something that we've always had. We just the zone read part of it has been not used as much, and we've gone to other style of runs, and they're fine. But some of the things that we've done in the passing game, I think you've seen that we get the ball out pretty quick. We're protecting the quarterback well, so that's helped me feel more comfortable. Whether it's just dropping back, because it changes a lot of things. It changes when you're not running all the style of runs that you can normally have. It changes some of your play actions, some of your movement game, and that kind of thing. So some of the passes we've been using are. I kind of think of them as, just extended runs a little bit, because you're able to get, 4, 6, 8 yards out of some of those passes.
The few times you guys have done zone read, how have you seen defenses defend that? Is it any differently with Russell?
No, I think they still, they're still worried about it, and they have to be. You don't ever know when he's going to be healthy, and you don't know if we're sandbagging him or not either, So they got to worry about all that. They have to. You've seen Russell. Even at the end of the game, there he is, scrambling and running out to the left side for a couple yards. So, he's not immobile back there. He still has the ability to move, and so they have to be ready for it.
What did CJ Procise add to the offense?
Well, we're excited to see. We know what we have. And we like to think we have something, but until he gets out there, it's not worth even talking about, because he hasn't been there for us, and we need to get him out there.
You drafted him, of course, to be a third down back, and he's a former wide receiver, but do you now need him to be a runner, a first and second down runner, the way it is right now?
Well, I think I've said this before. He being a receiver and then stepping in at the running back role, he did a tremendous job at Notre Dame of stepping in and playing running back, and he has those running back skills, and you could see it. He played it at a pretty high level there at Notre Dame, and so coming in, everybody kept talking about, hey, using him as third down back, and I just kept wanting to say, well, let's make sure he can't be a running back first. Let's just make him a running back and handle the ball and do all the normal things that we do, and all that other stuff is extra and is bonus, and he's very adept at it. But like I said, again, we're talking about somebody that's not there.
What have you seen from the way Tyler Lockett moved and just kind of where he was from a health standpoint this last game?
Yeah, each and every week he gets better. He's really doing a great job of toughing it out, and he's being there for his teammates. Made a huge third down catch for us at the end of the game, and so you can just see him gutting it out. But each week he gets better and becomes more of his normal self.
You mentioned having to kind of change the run game. Is that a challenge, trying to come up with different ways, or are you just trying to buy time until Russell maybe gets to the point where it looks like it's looked in the past?
Well, yeah, I said, Che, it's very subtle changes. We have it all in our package, and we've done all the runs before. It's not something like we've just wholesale changed. It's just, which ones do you have up for the week and how many do you have? Sometimes we feature more of the zone reads, and sometimes we don't. So we like to have all of it and have the ability to do it, so that we can still keep our physical mentality.
How do you feel about third and short? Generally, how you guys have been?
Yeah, in this last game, we didn't do a very good job there with the run game. We mistargeted one of them in the run game, and we just whiffed. We got beat at guard at one of those third and shorts as well. We did, we threw a few more times than we normally do, and we were successful there. But our bread and butter is being able to run in those situations, and we've got to get better.
You seem to be on the tablet quite a bit on the sideline when the camera's showing you. How much better has that been than just using the paper, or has it been better at all?
I don't know if it's better than the paper. It's the same, because really we're just looking at still shots. So we have the same shots. It's functioned well for me. If I have the 2 shots from the paper or the 2 shots from the tablets, it's really the same as long as they're there. And they've been there. It's worked well. We do use it a lot. We like to look at it. Obviously, in the preseason, we had video, which added a little bit different dimension there, which was kind of cool. But obviously, there's more time, because you have to spend more time. So when our defense goes 3 and out and we have a long drive, we don't get through it. But so you gotta be able to manage that. But it's worked fine.
Would you be in favor of moving to video on the sideline?
If they asked me before, because people were asking us before the preseason, I said no, I don't want video. And then all of a sudden we used it. It's like, okay, yeah, I think I'll use video. I kind of liked it after that.
Why didn't you want it at first?
Well, you almost feel like it's cheating a little bit, and you figure out some of those things after the fact. But we kind of liked it, and you just got to be careful. I mean, I'm jumping way ahead, but you just have to be careful because you can start seeing too much and start changing things, and I think you can put your guys in bad situations sometimes if you're trying to play the game off of what you're seeing on the video and make adjustments and try to ask them to do too much. You have a game plan. It's important to stick to your game plan. You make subtle adjustments, but you don't want to be making up plays as you're saying, okay, hey, let's run this off of this because here's what it looks like. Your preparation during the week is too important.
With Arizona, what stands out to you about their defense?
I think the pressure is the thing, that we always have to answer and that we have to handle. They're a veteran defense, with a lot of a lot of guys up front that we've seen for a long time, Calais Campbell and those guys. But just the pressure is something we have to handle.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.